Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Ririna, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time for more Punishing Gray Raven, which I'm pretty excited for. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for it. And I do want to roll for Luna today, so we're gonna be doing that first. And then we'll be going over, I think, the next two interludes, which is the Rosen interlude and Coda? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not really sure. And then I'm hoping that I can get to EX02 today, but we'll see how it goes. I am a little bit sick right now, so I apologize if my energy isn't as up as usual. But just know that I am excited to play more, mostly because after writing the first lore theory video, I really want to get more information so I can create more for you guys and so that you guys can enjoy the adventure with me. I think that's pretty much I have in store. Oh yeah, by the way, the format of the video is kind of different than usual, mostly because I'm testing things out to see which you guys prefer and what I prefer. I do want to show you guys more of my model while I'm playing, so that's why I have it much bigger right here, and I move the screen of the game a little bit more to the right so that there's less black space and more of me and the game without me covering it up. So let's see if this will work out fine. Do let me know your thoughts down below. Again, this will be premiered, so it's a video that I recorded in advance. Mostly for those that want to talk about spoiler stuff but don't want me to see it. That's what this chat is for on the side. And the comments down below are for the non-spoiler comments, I suppose. Anyways, let's get started. Please come out in 110 pool so that I can get started on the interludes. Okay. It's this way. Please, I swear, bless me. Okay. I assume that's a good one. Please tell me that's a good one. I still can't tell what color is the, what was it, S rank? I do like you, Watanabe, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. Okay. I'll keep going. Okay, so that's definitely not it. So we'll do one more. Yes. And we're gonna keep pulling until we get her. Or at least until I run out, whichever one comes first. Go! Yeah, I still can't tell what the difference is. I guess we'll see how it goes. Oh, Wanshi. Huh, I'm getting all the husbandos so far. Okay. I'm not complaining about that. I like that. Okay. Not bad. Thankfully, I have a lot, so it's not gonna be a big deal. But let's see how it goes again. Come on, bless me so that I can start the story. I wish I could tell the difference. I can't tell. I think I got 3 A ranks just now, or maybe the one's an S rank. I can't tell, honestly. Oh, yeah, I'm getting the husbandos for some reason. Okay. I'm fine with that, but give me my daughter, please. Wow, I'm really on a husbando streak right now. Okay, let's see what the last one is. Is this a sign you're giving me, Kuro Games, that I should just have a full-on husbando team? And, you know, I'm not complaining. You just give me Hyper Real then, and I'll be happy to. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please. Okay. Let's see how that goes. I feel like Kuroge's is really telling me something here. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess that's the way it's gonna be. I did think at one point that I wanted a husbando team, but not like this. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's the S rank. Come on. There we go, you guys. I got all the husbandos and now I finally have Luna. Yes! That gives me energy. I'm not gonna be using her though. She's just gonna sadly stay in the data bank of my other frames. I still adore you, my daughter. Oh! Hey, I got Bridget. I wanted her when I first saw her in, I think it was chapter 12. Oh, it's so nice to finally get her. Wow, this was a pretty good pool run, I guess. I'm gonna save the rest, I don't need more. But, wow, that's nice. I got him twice. I might as well just evolve him if I can. So now he's S rank. And then number 21. Oh, I don't have much. I thought it was full. And then I have her. And Kamui. I'm literally getting them as S rank, making them S rank at this point. Okay, no more there. Kamui, is this a sign for me to just play with you? I don't even know. Oh, she wants me to S rank her. I'm not complaining. This is quite nice. Whether she's good or not, I don't know, but hey, double S. Huh. This is quite unexpected. I'm gonna do that later. So these are the ones that I got. And then Watanabe, are you also going to be S? Oh no, not yet. So close. But that's nice. I got a lot of them. It makes me pretty happy. I might not sound like it, but I am pretty happy. I just don't have the capacity to really show off my excitement with my cold and my stuffed nosed. Oh yeah, I was gonna play Interlude. See, this is why I'm getting like distracted. If I was streaming this, I'm gonna get more distracted if I'm sick. Okay, so it was... I'm trying to remember what it was called. Rosen, if I remember correctly. Rosen... okay, so this is Vera's. Let's enter. Red-headed death. Hey, how's it going on your end? The mission's finally complete, but there were a lot of things I couldn't retrieve. At least you're alive. The constructs speaking are currently located in a waiting room of sorts outside the battlefield. It's where the constructs who had just come out of battle or are about to go into battle end up. Everyone present seems tense, but otherwise expressionless. The consecutive battles have worn them all out. Out of the whole group, a girl who seems to be meditating, eyes closed, stands out because of her red hair. That's Death herself, right? Red-headed Death. I think that's how they call her. I'm not Death, or whatever you think. You better take back what you just said. Though discussing someone's epithet in their face might be an impolite act, most people subjected to such comments would usually ignore them. Not the red-headed girl, Vera, however. She's too feisty to let this go. Yeah, I was just telling the truth. Everyone here knows about your records. Seems a little suspicious how you're the only one alive on every single one of your missions. The construct who called Vera Death does not show any signs of backing down despite Vera's aggressive stance. Instead, he tries to justify the claim. Vera is still a new construct, but she has already been part of over 5 squads, which all ended up being annihilated by the corrupted, with Vera as the sole survivor. You call yourself a support-type construct. A battlefield medic, but I bet you saved all the nano repairs for yourself. Why else would... How dare you! The lengthy battle against the corrupted is like a plague, slowly eroding everyone's composure. Not liking the construct's claims, Vera channels her rage into her fists, which she punches the construct with. Ugh! Wow! Violent much? Told ya she's Death! Hey, stop that! The other members who had ignored the conflict in favor for resting get up to stop the fight, but it ends up snowballing into a free-for-all brawl. Though both sides remain rational enough not to use weapons or other equipment, construct fists are still extremely destructive. Don't call me Death! It's all your fault! You're the ones at fault! I tried so hard, but they all died, and I couldn't do anything about it! Shouldn't she be a support type? Why is she so good at fighting? All members involved in the fight are wounded in different ways by now. Trying to ignore the pain on her face, Vera blocks one fist and raises her own to deal a final blow on her opponent. If you really want to see Death in action that much, I'll show you! Stop it right now! Lieutenant? Hooligans! I've stressed countless times that you need to remember who the enemy is! Throw them both into the detention room now! The officer who stops the fight makes a quick decision on the method of punishment. While Vera seems indifferent towards this arrangement, the other construct seems a bit nervous. Wait, I have a mission waiting! Besides, Death started it first! I already said don't call me Death! What? Seizing the chance, Vera throws a punch into the construct's stomach and sends him flying into a pile of rubble nearby. Did you not hear me? You really like violating military orders or something? Subdue her now! The other constructs swarm upon Vera, and she soon finds herself in the detention room. Well, he should have, been a lot more polite, but whatever. Poor Vera. As the door slams, and I didn't get to read that, let me go back. As the door slams in her face, Vera gazes up into the dark surroundings and smiles wanly. It's dark and... Ow. Why? Why did it end up this way? So she was a medical type first. Interesting. Vera, I need you to stay here. I need to stay here and observe the serum reactions. Can you take care of the patients that just came in? Got it. Be it flesh and bone soldiers or newly turned constructs, all personnel must familiarize themselves with the tense atmosphere on the battlegrounds. It's how things have always worked and part of their on-site training. Vera is no exception. A new construct freshly operated on, she is now training as a support-type construct who helps with the healing of the wounded units. All our patients are constructs and so heavily injured. Vera gazes down at the constructs sleeping on temporary cots. Though putting them here will not help the constructs any, there are simply no more healing pods left. There are 4 of them. 2 heavily injured, 2 unconscious. Let me turn off their pain receptors first. No, don't turn that off! Before Vera can get to work, a construct stops her by grabbing her hand. Your pain receptors are already overloaded with wounds like yours, and when we process your injuries later, we'll have to forcibly disconnect the damaged limbs. Surely you wouldn't want to experience pain like that. If you're worried that your consciousness will deviate while you're out cold, I can perform stabilization before the procedure. I've done this countless times. It'll be fine. Vera knows that a patient like this would be worried about the side effects of having their senses shut off. However, from a medical perspective, not shutting them off would be way worse. The construct shakes his head. But I don't want to lose consciousness. I don't want to have my limbs torn off while I can't feel it. It's terrifying. But if we let you remain conscious, you have to suffer incredible pain. You might even faint. I don't care if it hurts. Please, don't switch off my pain receptors. Alright, if you say so. I'm starting the procedure now. After relaying most of her computing power to medical functions, Vera utilizes the support device she brought to take apart the construct's damaged parts. Though the construct's pain is alleviated through nanomachines deployed by Vera during the procedure, the effort is like a pebble in the ocean. Vera tries her best not to look at the construct's face twisted in agony. A niggling sense of pain creeps over her, as if she were undergoing the same procedure too. Please, hang on for a little bit more. After the procedure is finished, the patient falls immediately silent out of relief. Yet Vera herself is having trouble dismissing the pain she had just experienced. Listen up! The voice of an officer jerks her back to reality. All medics turn in unison to look at the door, where the officer just came in. We're short of manpower at the front line, so we need to deploy another batch of units there. Anyone volunteering? Most of the medics turn away. After witnessing firsthand the horrors from the battlefield, they no longer possess the passion and confidence they once had. While not driven to desertion, they are content in stagnation. Tension fills the air immediately. All that remains is the beeping of the machines and the groans of the injured. Well, I'll do it. The officer is about to draw lots to decide when Vera raises her hand. Everyone turns to stare at the red-headed girl. I'll do it. Gazing straight into the officer's eyes, Vera reaffirms her choice. Version BPN 13. Support type construct name Vera, huh? The officer efficiently locates Vera's files and stamps it. I can't believe that Vera was a support type and that she actually was not fully comfortable with, I guess, seeing the pain of others, especially considering the way she is now. It makes me wonder what exactly happened that made her change that much. So you're one of the newbies? Yes, nice to meet you. After receiving permission, Vera is now officially qualified to join missions as a soldier. A military academy student? Didn't even send us a graduate? Besides the squadron leader who is studying the files in front of Vera, there are a few other construct members on the teams, though not all of them are professional soldiers. Still, in missions such as this one, professional soldiers are always way more valuable than civilian constructs. To veterans like these, Vera, who has not even graduated, is practically a civilian as well. I'll do my best not to drag everyone down. Vera knows the unspoken rules. She ignores the gazes of the others and chooses to keep a low profile. Good, everyone else get over here for the briefing. The squadron leader turns on the portable holoprojector and marks out several areas on the battlefield. We've got S&D mission this time, with a medium level of punishing virus detected. For constructs like us, we should be able to survive a few hours in the area without problem. So should we be prepared for a long-term operation? No, we'll just remain in the safe sections and take out the targets the others missed. Huh? Vera is shocked at the answer she received. Apparently the squadron leader is not at all dedicated to completing the mission, and instead just wants to take out stragglers. Wait, wouldn't this make things harder for the other squads out there? Or even make the mission impossible to complete? Who cares as long as things aren't harder for us? Fight safe and steady, survive, earn merit, that's what our objectives should be. But that doesn't make sense. What's the use of merit in times like these? We're constructs now. That's how serious the virus has gotten. If we don't defeat the corrupted when we can, will be destroyed regardless of merit. Just follow the leader's orders, noob. He's doing this for our own good. A squad member interrupts Vera's protest and explains to her the reasoning behind the leader's decision. You're lucky to have been appointed to our squad. Boss, it shouldn't make a difference. Any difference if we tell her about you know what, right? Yeah, fill her in. That should save us lots of pointless arguments in the long run. You know what? Well, we're not sure when it's going to happen. The combat headquarters are preparing to evacuate. Evacuate? You mean abandon the current Outer Rim cities? It's on a larger scale than that. We're moving base to outer space. Outer space? But do we have enough space stations to hold all the people? The space station isn't the point. They've got this massive spaceship. It was not up to par to the initial design standards, so capable of following a certain orbit. Of course, there's a limited number of slots. The limited number of slots, that must be the reason for their strategy. They fight to survive and gain merit, so that the people up there will take their contributions into consideration. So that eventually they will get to be the privileged few to evacuate. Vera shuts up. These people in front of her are certainly not going to change their minds just because of her, so she clenches her fists and turns up the pain receptor's thresholds in order to keep her anger under control. Anyway, Vera, since you're a newbie, you could just stay in the back and watch. You don't need me on the front lines? You'd only slow us down from there. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Got it. The time for the operation to begin rolls around, and the squad marches off with their gear. Wow, so that means Vera is actually a pretty old construct? I mean, mentally considering. Vera's the only one who remains, watching over the terminal the squadron leader left behind. There's no point sending an excessive number of units just for a S&D operation. Which must be why the squadron leader chose this passive approach. Even if they survive with the contributions to show, those in charge still would not hold them to high esteem if the operation itself failed. And the answer is simple. They need to reap the benefits as much as they can while ensuring the success of the mission. Short-sighted but down to earth, these squadron members are war-savvy few. But there are 2 combat zones within this area. The Outer Rim section the squad's heading to should be this one. Vera zooms in on the area map, pans through it, and starts outlining various itineraries. To Vera, whose interest lies in tactical prediction, this process is an effortless one. She marks down the travel route of the corrupted, including those from the other battle sites. And that's how she discovers the converging spot of the 2 battle sites. Oh no. Man, they're gonna die, aren't they? Captain, pull back now! Vera, I told you to stay at the rear. What are you doing here? Not now! Get in the combat zone, quick! Don't be silly. There's nothing for us there. Nothing but danger. That's not what I'm talking about. Damn it. Am I disconnected? Okay, let's do this. Wow, you just had to come, didn't you? Even after I specifically told you not to. Boss, we got company. What? What's this? Oh, he died. Oh, the corrupted are gathering up faster than I imagined. Damn it! Come on. Okay, let's... And it's done. Wow, that was fast. They all relied on their own ideals, their experience, and then they just died, leaving me here alone with the pain. They were all the same. I joined the military academy, studied tactics, all because I wanted to do something for someone. But why? What went wrong? Vera starts pummeling the walls with her fists, letting the pain course through her veins. It's all the punishing virus's fault. Why did this stupid virus have to appear? Why do humans have to be defeated by some dumb virus? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. I always try to offer suggestions, but no one ever listens. I always do my job to the best of my ability, but some things are just impossible. It's not my fault at all. I'm not death. I don't want to be death. I came to the battlefield to save people. Vera's mind begins to boil, dizziness overtaking her throbbing head. Can't you be quieter, bud? Do you really have to yell all that out like that? As Vera slumps against the wall, a familiar voice speaks from the detention room next door. It's the construct who called Vera death. So you heard all of that? Yeah. Silence follows. After a few minutes, the construct speaks again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you death. Hey, say something, yeah? It took me a while to speak up. Apologizing takes courage, you know? Apology accepted. Oh, I'm glad he at least owned up to his, to what he said and apologized. Is that all? You're a weird one. We still have a while left in here. Shall we chat? I refuse. People spread rumors because of your aloof attitude, don't you know? I don't want to go with the flow. I didn't become a construct that entered the battlefield to please others. Same here. Like you, I didn't end up amounting to anything. The others too. So I guess I changed too, for the worse. All who chose to become soldiers did so for their own reasons, but they inevitably succumbed to the pressure on the battlefields. Not even Vera remembers what motivated her in the beginning. All she remembers is fleeing from battlefields, only to be forced to enter the next battlefield, which she will also flee from. She curls up in the corner, fists balled up in front of her chest, clutching the fabric of her shirt. What's the point of surviving every battle? My life right now, can it even be called living? The world is filled with nothing but despair and pain. What can we even do? My next mission, I might as well just... my chest. Oh, so she ended up in our squad, huh? So this is the red-headed death. Wait, boss, you better not. Before the squadron leader can finish his sentence, Vera has already kicked him down to the ground and pressed a knife to his throat. Don't call me death. You... Wait, boss, just forget it. I was sent to the detention room last time because of this. We don't want the people up there to get upset at us again. Fine. The leader gently moves Vera's knife out of the way and lets his members help him up. This unexpected situation our squad aside, our mission objective is to retreat safely from the city. Do what you can, everyone. We're not defending the city by retreating from it. What about the civilians living here? Due to all the sudden occurrences, we do not have sufficient time nor manpower for evacuations. Take everything we need and abandon the people. Is that what the orders are? Yes. What are they even thinking? There are at least thousands of civilians here not yet evacuated. Besides, we have defense facilities here at the ready if we employ them well. Even if we do that, this place is gone for good. This location is an important hub. If we abandon this place, we'll be abandoning all the connected battlefronts and losing ground. Vera suddenly remembers the info she heard from the first squad she was in. The combat headquarters will be moving to outer space. They probably want all the resources here because they need them for certain preparations. I'm not sure where you got the info, but that's basically what the headquarters wants. So those who are left behind, those who can't evacuate, will all be sacrificed. If we could guide most of the corrupted to a certain spot, we'd be able to buy some more time so that more can be evacuated. Hey, wait! After a brief pause, Vera turns around and hastens to the door. The construct whom she got into a fight with grabs her by the arm. You're seeking death by doing this! I'm doing this to end my pain. Vera simply meets the other's questioning look with a gaze of steely determination. Shaking off the other construct, she picks up her blades. Since you can't depend on the others, might as well just depend on yourself, right? Hordes of corrupted are swarming towards her direction. Vera shuts the entrance tight and it activates the defense facilities by herself. Gunfire relentlessly assaults the location while Vera slays enemy after enemy with her blades. Though Vera is a support type construct not made for battle, made for combat, the battle skills she possesses are second to none. With her combat techniques, Vera slices through her enemies one by one, forcing the corrupted to give her their full attention. Like a true goddess of death, she rips apart countless of these beings that brought her so much pain. Everything she despises began from the punishing virus, and these corrupted are the perfect scapegoats. It's all your fault! All your fault! One corrupted, two corrupted. After a short killing spree, Vera realizes that this battle site is not at all like what she expected. There are way too few enemies here. Did they relocate to another city? But surely at present there are no other locations that require these forces. Or did they get split up on the way? The corrupted rarely move in an organized fashion, so they simply gravitate to wherever the humans are. It's therefore quite possible for some of them to get separated from the group. But even so, these can't be the only ones remaining. Vera comes to the conclusion that someone has diverted the attention of the corrupted and led them elsewhere. Is this your doing, Average Joe? Vera turns on her comms to speak to the rest of her squad. Judging from what she can see, they're the only ones with any mobility left. Come on, Average Joe is such a mean nickname. So it really was you? Those are supposed to be my targets! I'm just lessening your load. It was a while to decide to stay and defend the place with you, so you better appreciate it. I never said you could do that! Judging from the intermittent signals, others are in trouble. Vera rushes towards the other exit of the city where most of the corrupted are. Her squad mates are now bearing the pain that was supposed to be hers alone. Aww. Makes me sad. They could have been buddies. I knew the terrain is terrible for us, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. When Vera arrives, most of the squad members have perished. Only a few are barely hanging on. Hey, Average Joe! Call me whatever you like. Vera charges over and instantly takes out several corrupted which are congregating on the constructs. This, however, merely buys them a small window before the next batch comes. I was hoping to prove to everyone during the rescue that you don't deserve being called death. Hey, looks like you're not getting rid of that title anytime soon. You bring death to your allies and to your enemies too. Not my problem. It's the problem of the rest of you for being too weak. Just leave us, Vera. Shut up! That's so sad. You bought enough time. Go, Vera. Retreat with the citizens. You're the ones who should retreat, not me. I've shed enough tears for you. I won't let you die. Come after me, you piece of... Don't touch my Average Joe and the others. Oh! Come on, come on. Oh, Average Joe. Save your strength, Vera. More are on their way. We're goners now. Shut up! After Vera massacres heaps of corrupted, another horde surrounds them. The familiar construct in front of her is moving sluggishly. Its mechanical insides lay bare in plain sight, with vital fluids seeping into the sand. One arm is broken, causes attacks to look like comedic flails. Just one! If I could just save this one! In a flash, Vera slashes through the horde of corrupted moving towards her and rushes to the familiar construct, supporting his sagging form. Being a support type construct after all, Vera can feel her combat computation modules reaching their max capacity. Hey, Average Joe, you're an attacker type, right? Yeah, no need to rub it in. I'm an attacker type, but you fight better than... His speech is interrupted by a brief metallic screech. Vera has yanked off one of her arms and is hurriedly attaching it to the construct in the place of its broken limb via nano reinforcement. I'm reaching the limits of my battle code capabilities. I'm a support type by design after all. You can still fight if you got the structure intact, right? If just one person survives, I no longer have to hear the nickname death. Use my arm to get past the defense and leave. Leave like you had planned to in the beginning. Stop leaving me with pain. It hurts deeper than the pain in my receptors right now. Well, I guess being able to feel pain is what proves that we're still alive. Watch out! Vera is suddenly doused with a face full of ice-cold vital fluid. She pauses, mending the limb of the construct. Before the construct is crushed, he has swung his intact arm into the core of the culprit. A towering corrupted that leaped into sight out of nowhere, effectively crippling it. Live. The words reach Vera before he crumbles into lifeless parts. Live. Honest well wishes, but also a curse. Live? What's even the point of living? The construct is a lost cause. Vera sprints out with her blades. Damn it! Damn it! Even as she fights, Vera no longer feels alive. Were she to live through this, only more fear and pain await. One after another, the corrupted land their blows on her. Once, twice, with every new mark on her body, the pain intensifies. The exhausted Vera kneels down on the remains of countless corrupted and constructs. Overwhelming pain burns through her. For a split second, the thought of turning off her pain receptors flashes past. I don't care if it hurts. Please don't switch off my pain receptors. A painful memory streaks into Vera's mind. Struck by a sudden revelation, she stabs her blade into the ground, forcing herself to stand. Every action, her whole person was born because of pain. Because of pain, she realized the shape of her life. So that's how it is, huh? With the pain spurring her on, Vera straightens her upper half. She pulls her blade out of the ground and swings it forward aggressively. A new sensation trickles through the weapon. The pain of the corrupted, the screams of the devoured civilians too, flood into her being. The living feel pain, but not mere things. Lifeless things are without form, without self, devoid of everything. You're right, Average Joe. At least I'm able to feel! Unlike mere things, she could feel pain, even the pain of others too. It hurts. It really freaking hurts, bastards! For a brief moment, Vera allows the swirly pain to stir in her head, enjoying it as if it were some kind of reward. All right, I'll live. I'll live and feel the pain that you cannot feel. I'll pillage all that you'll never own again. Meanwhile, a Chrono transportation truck arrives and parks soundlessly at the extraction point. The Chrono personnel are patrolling the battlefield, seeking for what they deem valuable among the remains of constructs, humans and corrupted. A short series of mechanical scraping attracts the attention of some of the workers. Amidst the sand and corpses, there is a girl lying silently on the ground with her heavily damaged blade missing limbs and all. Her red bangs, wet from vital fluid, barely conceal a pair of sparkling eyes. She is grinning a wide, unhinged smile, a ghoulish sight contrasting the dead bodies surrounding her. She is smiling, just like death herself. And what better a recommendation letter than the heaps of corrupted bodies beside her? Let me live. With her still intact vocal module, she whispers, Version VPN 13 support type construct name Vera, huh? The very same words are spoken once more, but the circumstances are entirely different. On that day, Vera resigned from the military. Her files are stamped with the Chrono seal. A blessing, but also a curse. Bring the pain on. Oh, I unlocked the hidden. File Iron Maiden. Ugh. A total wipeout, huh? Your turn, Captain. Nope. No thanks. We're just temporary acquaintances. I don't care. The dark subway station is paved with bodies. Standing in front of a corrupted as if mocking it is a red-headed girl. The corrupted charges towards Vera. The spikes on the ground shoot out like bullets, forcing Vera to back up into a rundown wall. I could simply end you here, but I know a better way to torture you. Grey Raven, you'll be perfect for this. I'll sit you down here. That ravenling sure is bird-brained, saying that I can have the body right after they're done with their investigation. Is it out of naivety or something ulterior? Well, interesting either way. Vera unloads the preservation pod, holding the corrupted Tifa in a corridor. Without a thought to any repercussions, she connects Tifa to power. With her brain damage, the only place she can show her bewilderment is through the screen on top of the pod. Tifa's battered form is now no more than a coffin imprisoning her consciousness. On the screen, Tifa exhibits panic and regret. Through the connections established by Grey Raven, she's forced to remember all that happened between her and her commandant, and understand what she did wrong. Vera strokes Tifa's cheek as if comforting her. I just what? I know you're crying, Tifa. Now that you've regained your humanity, you can feel pain. Commandant, why did they have a commandant while my commandant? Those who don't feel pain are actually not alive. Without pain, you can't prove that you exist. My mission is to kill Tifa. And Tifa, you exist right here, right now. Vera places a gentle hand on Tifa's cheek comfortingly. And that's why I'll give you a way out. Leave all your pain to me, just like how everyone else did. That's all I could do for you, Tifa. And then Vera raised her hand. She punches straight through Tifa's brain in the pod, crushing it all. Dang, that's kind of merciless, but also I think that was actually very kind of her. In her own twisted way, I suppose. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, let me just say this interlude really made me appreciate Vera more and understand from her point of view on the reason why she's the way she is. And honestly, with the things that she went through, I don't blame her for turning out the way she did. Because that's pretty cruel to experience, just in general. I mean, how would you react in a situation like that? It's difficult, isn't it? Very. Okay, so the next one is Crocota. This one. Oh, combo. Okay. Huh. Interesting. If you want to live, you need to be calm in all situations and not let your rage consume you. The clanging of blades resound in the open space. Two warriors are in the middle of a duel. They are both wielding great swords and using similar maneuvers, but it's obvious that the older one is way more experienced. So he keeps challenging the younger one with different moves. A thrust first, and then a feinting, and then pulling it back. Look like a kick turns into a downwards chop. Darn it, Master, you keep making conversation distract me in the middle of the duel. That's so unfair. I'm just trying to teach you as much as possible in the shortest time, you know. The youth is named Kamu, a civilian who's a little bit more capable than the average person. The mentor is named Mao Zhen, a special security personnel in Chrono. Wait, so Kamui actually came for... Oh, okay, I got it. What a headache. Kamu tossed his great sword towards Mao Zhen and gets into his usual stance, hoping to grab his mentor and give him a good thrashing. Also, haven't I told you not to talk in battle? You could get distracted. Mao Zhen simply responds to Kamu's rage by knocking the latter's weapon to the side with his own greatsword and bending down slightly. It's being toyed with. My sword. You lost. The hilt of the sword is pressed against Kamu's stomach. He curls up in anguish and takes a few steps back. and then he tumbles down to the ground after stepping on an empty tin. Ow, 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 ow. Come to think of it, you've been training here with me for at least half a year, huh? Hey, at least help me up, yeah? My apprentices do not rely on others' help. Fine. Camo bounces up from the ground and dusts himself off. I'm not sure how long exactly I've been training here. Why bring it up now, though? You want me to work for Kurono's Special Security Department, too? The Special Security Department is not for everyone, but I do believe Kurono is your best choice right now. For real? I can really work for Kurono? There's an increasing number of corrupted and fewer livable areas. The people at Kurono believe it's time to strengthen their security. Security? You mean a private military? Call it whatever you like. So, will you starve to death on this block or become a Kurono soldier? Did you really have to ask? I'll become a Kurono soldier, of course, and someday I'll climb higher than you. You sure have no shame. But if... nah, no way that's happening. Are you calling me weak now, Master? Who knows? Anyways, I'll be leaving the city for a mission soon. You should report in at Kurono tomorrow. If we're both unlucky, we might meet again. We're both unlucky? Kamo reports in at the Kurono headquarters the next morning. Several other youths from a similar background are also there. Thank you all for coming today. Some of you we've recruited, some of you recommended by our own. You may come from different backgrounds, but we do not discriminate. Here, everyone's treated the same. The chairman runs down Kamo's spine. He notices several others in white lab coats stepping into the room behind the instructor. Some are wheeling in basic monitoring devices, some carrying surgery tools, and some holding metal suitcases embossed with the Kurono logo. Though the sight is unfamiliar, the youths present can all tell that the suitcase must hold what they call serums. It's the elixir that allows one to walk outside of a filtered city without being infected by the punishing virus. Want to become a Kurono soldier? Simple. We'll inject the serum into you and you'll be under observation in our building for 1 night. That's all? No need to go through tests or anything? Our devices have already determined your physical capabilities when you pass through our gate. Those who didn't make the cut were already sent away. The instructor's indifferent comments seems to have given all the youths present a confidence boost, as if they were all chosen ones. Something, however, hangs on Kamu's mind. Why do we have to be observed for a whole night? Doesn't the serum just make us immune to the punishing virus? If they're testing the effect of the serum, shouldn't they not be let outside instead? Because it's a specially modified serum. We don't know how many of you it will work on. It's a safety precaution. Well, beset with questions, Kamo decides to keep them to himself. Like the others, he figures that this will not be such a big deal. As long as he becomes a Kurono soldier, he'll be set for his whole life. Unless he dies in battle, of course. That's why so many others have gathered here. After the brief Q&A session, the instructor moves discreetly out of the room. Prospective soldiers get their serums ejected and are sent into a pre-arranged containment rooms to be observed. The enclosed spaces are completely bare and unlit. In the darkness, Kamo notices a security camera above his head. It's kind of weird. So they'll be watching us all night, huh? What time is it anyway? Kamo had expected a long, boring period of waiting, but a strange sensation soon comes over the serum-injected spot. It's as if his muscles and veins are expanding from the inside. The pressure against his nerves gives him so much pain that he topples to the ground the very next second. As if on cue, shots and wall-banging travel over from the other rooms. Let me out! What's going on? Am I allergic, doctor? Is there a doctor? Only a few were shouting at first, but after a while, it feels like everyone else out there is screaming for help. But there's no response. Writhing in pain, all Kamo can hear is the clicking of the security camera as it zooms in and out. He tries his best to calm himself down by focusing on the regular mechanical whines. Darn it, Master, what's going on? The effects finally overtake his senses. After wheezing for a short while, he faints. An indefinite number of hours later, Kamo is awakened by blinding light and forceful shaking. Kamo, status, alive and healthy. So this is the last one of the survivors, huh? There sure aren't a lot of them. Kamo has no idea who the people talking in front of him are, nor what is going on. But before he falls unconscious once more, he hears a certain word. Pass. What in the world did they do to him? I've become a Kurono soldier. Life's pretty good. And... Alright, listen, Master. I'm gonna beat you one day. At the squad's rallying point, Kamo takes out his terminal and sends his mentor a message. He would prefer to talk to him directly, but Maojan never picks up his calls for some reason. What's that guy doing anyway? Besides surviving, defeating his mentor is Kamo's second goal. He and Maojan first met on the streets. Mistaking Maojan as an easy target, Kamo attacked immediately and suffered a humiliating defeat. Maojan became his mentor and the one who taught Kamo how to survive. Well, leave me on read all you want. Once I prove myself, I'll find a way to see you again. Kamo places his greatsword back on his back. He then notices some of his companions discussing something and faces serious. You're in charge of patrolling, right? What are you doing here? What's the point of patrolling? We're in a mobile base. Won't even be here anymore tomorrow. Indeed, after the nightmare of an initiation test, Kamo and the rest of the survivors have been dispatched to mobile fleets to perform missions outside the city. They've been doing so for 2 months. That would be security guards in the city, but turns out we're mobile assault forces. Feels like we're in even more danger than soldiers, aren't we? At least we've got ample supplies and excellent equipment. Besides, you're all excellent fighters, though not as good as me. Kamo, you little... Come on then, 1 versus 1 for me. Oh, you want another loss on your record? The squad members are prone to bantering, and no one would reprimand them for that. In fact, Kamo's squad does not even have a leader. Their missions are assigned via remote communications, and serums and other supplies are delivered via airdrop. Anyway, that part aside, what were you guys talking about just now? We were talking about the mission we had a few days ago. You should probably remember too, in that abandoned urban district. You mean those nomads, huh? Nomads are what they call vagrants who do not belong to a certain city or exiled criminals. A rather cruel way to deal with criminals, but most people seem to have accepted it. This included civilians and the criminals themselves. As they talk, Kamo remembers what happened that day. What happened? That's a Kurono vehicle. Have it surrender now! They definitely have serums and food. Oh! What are they doing? Stay back! Stay back! When passing through an area, Kamo's squad found the road blocked by some large obstacles. They were about to hop off and clear the path when they realized that it was a trap set by nomads. Before the soldiers could react, the nomads opened fire, aiming at the weak points of the van. To protect their ride, the soldiers are forced into a defensive position. Are you nuts? We're an official Kurono squad! Who cares if you're from Kurono or the world government? Hand over the goods! What? Though they were an official squad, most of the members were relatively inexperienced. Besides, these were humans, not the corrupted, which complicated things. The moment of hesitation crippled the squad, and the nomads almost thought they could get away from this encounter alive. Out of the way! What? But Kamo immediately shattered their hopes. Without anyone even noticing, he sneaked up next to the nomad chief and practically sliced him in half. What? Kamo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hurry up and open fire! Following Kamo's orders, the squad members picked up their guns and fired at the nomads. Without their leader, the remaining nomads scattered and fled in horror, frightened by the gunfire and Kamo himself. There were some casualties, but at least they didn't lose any resources. Those nomads will die here anyway if they can't get any serums or food, right? Are you sympathizing with them now? We've lost some of our men to them already. I was just thinking that we might end up like them if we're not careful. Some of them are around our age. They're unlucky, that's all. What a world we live in. The soldier mutters, giving himself a serum shot, and tosses another serum to Kamo. Well, that's quite unpleasant. Wait, so that means Kamo becomes Kamui, and then he leaves Kurono? And I assume he doesn't remember much from his previous... I mean, he acts so different. It's so hard to think. It's over, huh? After taking out all the attackers, the group blinks out for a moment, collectively forgetting what they had been doing before the battle began. What are you people doing? Start collecting our things! Kama's squad is sent out on a new mission to transport some packages for Chrono. Like their supplies, the items are sent to them via airdrop. Packages are heavily bundled up and come with small filters, perhaps for secrecy or other reasons. While receiving their shipment, Kama's squad is attacked by a corrupted horde. Oh yeah, come help everyone! As the other members come back to their senses and are about to help with the supplies, a scream rings out right next to Kamo. Hey, what's wrong? The screams increase in volume. The soldier is lying face down on the ground, scratching at his own arms and neck. His face turns purple, as if suffocating. He starts struggling to pull off his protective gear in an attempt to breathe better. Stop taking off your gear here? Are you off your rocker? It's so itchy. What the heck's going on? Squad members surround the screamer, trying to figure out what is going on, while Kamo keeps shaking him in hopes of keeping him calm. Where are you hurting? Were you injured in the battle, or are you sick? I don't know, Kamo! His whole body is in pain and drastically weakened. It's as if lava is churning in his brain. The man manages to spit out a few words as he writhes on the ground. Kamo touches his body and senses a strong heat radiating from his skin. Oh right, the serum. Someone fetch the serum! Got it, give him a shot now! Some other members had already gone off to fetch the serum before Kamo's shout, as this is not the first time something like this has happened. Though they have no idea what the reason is, squad members would sometimes suddenly fall down in excruciating pain and lose all control over their limbs. Chrono's response to situations like this is always more serum. But the official solution did not seem to work this time. They give the soldier the shot, but things do not take a turn for the better. Kamo. What? We're real unlucky, huh? Hey, what do you mean? His vitals like, hey! Wake up! Damn it! Don't tell me it's some kind of poison. According to the contract they signed, all bodies of squad members must be returned to Kurono. Along with the delivery, Kamo brings his dead squad mate there. I'm here to make a delivery. Yet you won't even let me into the city? It's part of the contract. Don't try to force your way in, or we'll shoot. Kamo is held up at the gate while his packages are brought into the city right away. Yeah, I know you'll shoot. You know, what's happened to this dude? You guys want the body, it means you'll give an autopsy, right? I said don't move! What's happening? Kamo notices that the guards are on high alert. Not because of the contractual obligations, but a sort of instinctive reaction. With every step Kamo takes towards the guard, he takes one step back and clutches his weapon tighter. It was the same when they took in the body. These people seem disproportionately nervous. As if Kamo was handing over an explosive. Tell me what you know. Clenching his fist, Kamo marches towards the guards, who immediately open fire without bothering to issue a warning according to the rules. Tim, I told you to stay back! Shh. Kamo knows better than to cause a scene here, so he gives up his questioning attempts and backs up, finally fleeing the city amidst gunfire. What happened to his squad mate? And what do the Kurono guards know? What will happen to him and the other squad members? The questions still plague Kamo's mind. Meanwhile, a man stands on the city's lookout platform. He watches the retreating figure and presses a button on his communications device. Maojian speaking. The monsters have left the city. It's only been a short time since those models have been employed in operations before the accidental deaths began. I'm truly regretful. And the deaths have become increasingly frequent. Our monsters might not have much time left. So we should just go ahead without any ado, huh? Got it. How about we send them to that place, huh? Then? Wait, so he... Yes, as a member of the Special Security Department, I'll handle this. Oh no, are you? Oh boy. Your next mission is to burn down a city that has been occupied by the corrupted. Master, aren't you Master? After the suspicious death, Kamo and his squad continue performing their missions. One day, while the group is resting, the image of Mao Zedong suddenly appears on the big screen in front of them all. I see you're as loyal as ever. Don't call me Master in front of the other people. Yes, Master. Despite all that has happened before this, Kamo is still excited to see his mentor. I have a question, sir. Fire away. Why do we have to burn down the city? I'll not be able to reclaim it either way, but what good does burning it down do? The place is pretty much a factory that produces endless streams of corrupted. Though most corrupted act purely on instinct like beasts, they do sometimes accidentally bring the virus to places such as factories, which will turn the factories into a corrupted production line. Mao Zedong's reply confirms that this is what has happened in this city. Though they can stop the process by destroying the production line, the density of the virus will still continue to increase in the city as it usually does when the corrupted gather. Soon not even filters will be able to save these areas. So that'll be like a dead zone? Back to the point, we summon multiple mobile forces of your type for this mission and will be distributing the equipment needed for the burning via airdrop. Destroy everything, don't leave even a speck of dust behind. Headquarters orders. Got it? Gotcha! By the way, what are you doing here, Master? Where have you been all these days? Why are you looking like that? The soldiers start getting ready after the briefing while Kamo continues to bombard Mao Zedong with questions. I'm not answering the first question as it is a company secret, but I can tell you about my appearance. I'm a construct now. Construct? It's a bit hard to explain, but basically it's something more powerful than a human soldier and can defeat the corrupted single-handedly. Wow, sounds badass! Can I become a construct too? I can't tell you yet. Anyway, you should get ready. The mission starts in 3 hours. Aw, why so cold, Master? Anyway, Master, do you know anything about our squad? Back when I last went to town. It'll be fine, Kamo. Just finish the mission. Everything will be fine. Before Kamo can question his mentor further, Mao Zedong cuts in. What do you mean by that? I meant that you'll perhaps overtake me in terms of skill after this mission. I read your messages. You were working hard towards a promotion, huh? Oh, you mean we'll no longer need to travel out there after this mission? If that's how you choose to interpret it, I'm busy. So I'll be disconnecting now. Okay, wait for me, Master. Look at all those planes in the sky. You know, I didn't expect there to be other troops with mobile bases like us. After some preparations, Kamo and Co. arrive at the outskirts of the designated city. Countless corrupted are peering at the colonial troops through the wall openings while the military aircrafts circle around in the sky, as if they were trying to trap the ground troops along with the corrupted. Ground troops, do you copy? This ID number, first to the planes in the skies, huh? Yeah, we copy. What's up? According to our orders, the burning will commence after you take out the corrupted. So you'll be bombing the place, basically? We're wasting fuel by hovering above the city, so please hurry and get rid of the corrupted as soon as possible. We'll message you when it's time to retreat and then commence the bombing. Call ends and the ground troop soldiers give themselves their serum shots before picking up their weapons. Let's get it done then. Master said we'll be promoted after the mission is done. Gritting his teeth and bearing the fresh pain from the injection, Kamo leads the group towards the city, and he becomes the leader, huh? Interesting. Hey, Kamo, where are you going? I'd rather work alone. You guys keep sticking together. Wait! Master said I could become an advanced combatant, but I'm not sure about it. Those aircrafts are like surveillance cameras. Right on time. Die! There we go. The corrupted in the city have been surrounded as planned, right? Blew them up! What? What's going on here? They're trying to kill us! Hey, where are you guys? Run, Kamo! Shit! Shamna did a number on me! Gonna be a while before I can recover from this.
敵はどこに立っていた。さっさと次の戦闘に向けて準備を始めろ。
Where's everyone? Say something if you hear me! Bombs continue to fall, and yet the intended targets are unharmed. Hey, you guys up there, you hear me? What do you think you're doing? What about our people? We haven't retreated yet! So there are survivors, huh? Scan for their location immediately. So you want us dead, huh? The orders in the very beginning were to destroy you and your flawed comrades. Surrender, corrupted! More booms, even louder, sound from outside the city. Though Kama is too far to witness the event, he knows that it's the sound of their mobile base being bombed. They sent Kama's squad into the city and started bombing them. Even destroyed their vehicles so they could not leave. Destroy everything, don't leave even a speck of dust behind. Headquarters orders. So that was what Master meant, huh? Everything makes sense now. Kurono has always had a shady reputation, but Kama never imagined that it would come to this. What did he do wrong? What did the others do wrong? Why does this have to happen? Did they mess up on any missions, or did he do something unacceptable at the gate? No, none of those are the main reason. That squad member. Kama remembers his first squad mate to pass away in an accident. He was completely unscathed in battle, yet died right afterward. After that happened, several others perished in similar ways. Kama tried to ask the officials about it each time, yet all he got was silence. Damn it, I'm not dying here! Kama grips his greatsword tight and rushes towards his confused squad mates. He slices his way through the obstacles and grabs their hands. What? Come with me. Are you just gonna roll over and die or what? Anyone who can still run, follow me! We get into the subway station and leave following the tracks. Move, move! Dang, he really is the leader. They say that they don't have a leader in the squad, but he's clearly the leader here. Why? Why? After they flee the city, Kama stalks off away from the other survivors under the moonlight. He tears off his shirt, revealing his battle-hardened body, or should he call it his serum-ravished body. Even before his squad mate's accident, Kama had already noticed certain abnormalities within his body. I don't feel a thing. Kama tries to touch the abnormal parts, but no matter what he does, he feels nothing and gets no reaction. That part of his body can no longer be salvaged. Kama knows that. One day he'll end up like his dead squad mate. An antibody experiment, huh? Serum mixed with the punishing virus? Before they fled the city, the pilot called him corrupted. Though unacquainted with the relevant research, Kama can still easily come to the only possible conclusion. That must be why the guards at the gate kept their distance from him, and why he was never allowed to enter the cities. And why the body of his companions had to be preserved carefully and returned to Kurono. Because their squad had all been injected with the punishing virus. Pilot also called them flawed, which meant that the superiors believed that this experiment could no longer continue. They're trying to destroy all evidence that this experiment had happened by burying Kama's squad in eternal darkness. What the? Kama already knew that. As low-level squads, they would never be treated well. They might even be deployed somewhere dangerous where they could easily die. But he sure did not expect to become a test subject. A failed one at that. One that would eventually become a corrupted and die. Damn it! Kama, I thought you were captured by the Kurono guys. Other survivors appear and interrupt him from his thoughts. They have all patched each other up and have came before Kama for further orders. What are you guys doing with the luggage? Fleeing, of course. We've still got some supplies. We should be able to survive if we find the right place. Too bad we don't have our van anymore. If we go somewhere any Kurono can't find us, we'll have to face lots of corrupted. But with the corrupted, at least we can choose whether to fight or flee. The opponent is Kurono. Well, do you think we could survive a bombing like that a second time? So is fleeing your only option? Don't you want revenge? So, what do you want to do? I want to get my revenge on Kurono. They have a base around here, right? Rally all survivors, attack the stronghold and destroy them all. That won't work. We'd basically be walking to our graves. And even if it works, they'll send others after us. They will destroy the next base, and the next. Huh? Surely you must have noticed that the serum is mixed with something else? And the abnormal changes in your body? And if we don't get killed on the way, we'll die from the painful side effects of the serum just like the others. By fleeing, you're simply prolonging your suffering before you eventually die. I'm not doing that. I'm not someone who just shut up and bear it when I'm betrayed. If I have to die either way, I'll show them the true meaning of fear. What? The others stare, mouth agape, as a crazed expression begins to overtake Kamo. But when Kamo pulls out the great sword he has stuck in the ground and steps forward, they all follow. I mean, he's got a point there when you think of it that way. He broke into Section B. Seal all relevant gates. Where are the guard bots? Connection was cut before we could activate them. They've already occupied the area. We can't get inside to fix the machines. Basement exit has been totally destroyed. Some of our own are trapped in there. What a mess. You're from the special security department. I'll be in charge of the situation from now on. The security cameras are working, right? Yeah, the corrupted haven't noticed the cameras yet. They've gathered in sections A and B right now and will probably make their way up soon. With an impassive face, Mao Zhen gives orders to the panicking criminal soldiers who lost their head when the corrupted charged in. After calming the guards down, he trains his gaze onto the screen, which shows a horde of armed corrupted. Their leader Kamo's great sword is especially eye-catching. With the current situation, we can't expect the headquarters to send any ground troops. The few of you should stay here and report to me. The rest of you come with me. We'll take down the corrupted. Roger! Things are going well, Kamo. Those bastards at Kurono sure didn't expect us to barge right in. Of course they wouldn't. Remember, don't let any of them slip by. Show them what it really means to not leave behind a single speck of dust. Spurred on by hatred, Kamo's squad goes on a destructive rampage like unchained monsters, smashing all the guard bots and supplies in the way. The computer storing important data too and life-saving equipment. They crushed them all without a second thought. No! They crushed the Kurono employee they come across too. His fate has been sealed the moment he tripped in a panic. That's enough. Continue forward. They no longer care about casualties in their group. None of them had expected to leave alive anyway. They plow on. You have just one goal. The control room on the top level. Get there to find a way to destroy this place and then do it. Come on, some guard bots are coming down from upstairs. Out of my way! Let's divide and conquer. I'll take the lead. Understood. Let's avenge them! Wow, they die easily. Where do I go? All right, this way. Good. Keep going. Go to hell, you rotten pieces of corrupted! Master. No, Mao Zhen! Mao Zhen, I knew it was you! Don't take it personally, Kamo. I'm just carrying out orders. Come on, do I still have a chance? You piece of... If you haven't sent them there, then it would have been fine. But no, you decided that it was a jolly idea to send me there, huh? It's okay. What the heck? Mao Zhen! I told you to stay focused in battle. Did I dodge that? Okay. We still got this. Okay, there we go. And good. The two duel, wielding identical weapons. One of them is an incomplete construct, the other part corrupted. The corrupted thrusts his greatsword forward in a move just like the past, and the construct blocks it just as easily. Mao Zhen, I thought you were my master! Why would you treat me like this? You're just a kid I found on the street. Thought you had something in you, so I taught you a thing or two. You don't really expect me to take care of you to the end, huh? Besides, you wouldn't even have survived without me. What's the point of surviving as a lab rat? and stabbed in the back by our own. Are you kidding me? Shouldn't our enemy be the corrupted? You are the corrupted, Kamu. We're humans! And it's halfway through the duel. Kamu has abandoned his weapon and started fighting with his legs and fists. He attempts to move closer, but Mao Zhan continues to back away, blocking Kamu's every move with his great sword. The punishing virus in your body is way over the limit, and you're wreaking havoc, letting your instincts take over. What difference do you have from the corrupted now? You were once a human, but it's a matter of time before your corporeal body is destroyed by the virus. How dare you! In the beginning, you did have a chance to be promoted to real Konono soldiers. Too bad the experiment failed. Or I should say that it was doomed to fail in the beginning. Injecting humans with the punishing virus? This sort of menace would never bear fruit. When abnormalities started occurring in your squad, the officials understood that constructs were the way to go. So you're the result of a successful experiment, huh? Mao Zhan? I was a test subject all the same. Only 50 members of the Special Security Department survived. In that case, why would you still work for Kurono? No matter what's involved in the process, as long as we can defeat the virus and protect the world, then the sacrifices are worth it. That's not what I think. But that's what the whole world thinks. It's the only thing that keeps it going, Kamu. All I know is that we were lied to. The virus is not what wants to kill us. You are! By then, Mao Zhan has stopped backing away and starts stepping forward to meet Kamu's attacks. Kamu recognizes exactly what it is doing and leaps onto Mao Zhan's greatsword, using it as a stepping stone to reach a higher spot. Huh. Take that, kid! Instead of losing balance from Kamu's action, Mao Zhan stabilizes himself with his construct capabilities and raises a greatsword, swinging it at Kamu. Now! What? This was never a one-on-one duel to begin with. Kamu had long expected that Mao Zhan would be waiting for him and that they would duel. So his squad mates have been waiting for their chance out of sight. Ryan Q, a bullet penetrates Mao Zhan's palm, sending his greatsword flying. Kamu takes the greatsword a second before Mao Zhan can. No need to blame it on the virus or call yourself a savior of humans. Even without the pandemic, I know you people would still do what you did for your own benefit. Someone who abandons others easily are not qualified to talk about saving the world. That's true. He lands, turns around, and charges towards Mao Zhan, roaring. The greatsword pierces through the construct's body. For a second, time seems to have frozen. Besides, I despise this world, Master. Mao Zhan does not reply. He gazes at Kamu's face, at his gradually bruising arm, and then at the greatsword drenched with his own vital fluid, and then down at his own body, where sparks from the snapped wires are dancing. He looks nothing like human. Honestly. Same. Master? As Mao Zhan collapses, the fire from downstairs has spread to where they are. Kamu finally hears the screams of horror and despair coming from inside the building. There are tears in everyone's eyes, be it Kamu's comrades or the guards on Mao Zhan's side. And then Kamu hears a familiar noise. A loud whirring sounds from above his head. Something crashes through the wall and drops, and explodes. Kurono! Through the opening in the wall, Kamu sees the aircraft that had killed his comrades. They have found his squad, and have come after them. Without a way to escape this burning building, Kamu can only watch as the explosions swallow his comrades and the guards. There's nothing he can do. He has no strength left anyway after dueling Mao Zhan. Not that he would want to live after that. As the building falls, Kamu lets the weapon slip out of his hand. He gazes up at the pale, pale sky. Damn it! Damn it all! Wait, then how did he become Kamui? I guess I didn't unlock his interlude, but it's fine. Wow. You went through a lot, huh? Except the way he is as Kamui? Maybe he doesn't remember? I wonder if they did the same thing that they did with Lucia for Kamui. And that's why he has Kamui in his mind. That means Kamui is the main person, not Kamui. That's very interesting. I did not expect that at all, and I actually was curious about Kamui's story, but I didn't expect it to be like this. This is like, that's very different from what I really expected. Huh. Well, at least that's done, and we can finally do the extra story. The extra story 2. Fern Night. An icy zone, huh? Also, I'm sorry if my voice acting isn't as good today. It's kind of hard to control my voice when I'm sick, as expected. So I'm mostly just reading it normally. I hope you're okay with that. That'll be the case for like the next 2 to 3 videos, gameplay videos. So please be aware of that. I am enjoying it so far though. I hope you are too. I hope you do like this new format though. I feel like it's a lot better, personally, but I guess we'll see. In any case, let's get started. Arctic Reunion. I don't think I'll be able to get through all of EX02, but I'll try to get as far as I can. Near the reserve operation area of Babylonia, several squads are busy carrying supplies and weapons. Looks like there's an emergency mission. Everyone's on edge. Hopefully this mission isn't too serious. Don't worry, they've got skilled combatants with them. Though back in our case, Commandant, we still have a round of data collection for Lucia's frame coming up, right? Yeah, data collection? Commandant, you saw the transmission, right? I'm sorry, Lee, I didn't say it, I'm sick. Because the actual performance of Lucia's new frame wasn't quite up to par, the higher-ups want us to participate in a series of data collection to see what's wrong. That's what the data collection is about, Commandant. Grey Raven, good to see you here. Suddenly, an unexpected figure walks out of the bustling squads. Oh, she's here. I like her. Her expression is ice cold, just like when you first met in the Arctic. Rosetta, do you need anything? Do you need us for anything? What a surprised expression. Well, I guess it is my first time speaking to you in Babylonia. Nicola, Grey Raven's commandant, can take the last spot. Report over and out. She seems to have been connected to Commander Nicola all this time. You feel a hint of what she is saying, but you're unsure as to why she did so. Rosetta, I know you must have a mission, but we need to collect data. I don't think we'll be able to help you out. It's okay, it won't affect you. I'm just missing a commandant. Huh? ARU seems to be under attack and has requested reinforcements. I need to bring troops over from Babylonia ASAP. Is it the Ascendants? I can't say for sure, but I need to borrow your commandant and get back to the ARU. There's no time to spare. But going there with just commandant. I won't let your commandant come to any harm. You have my word. If that's the case, what do you think, Commandant? I don't think HQ will give me a chance. I'll go to the ARU. If you say so, Commandant. Rosetta, please keep Commandant safe. You hear fighting nearby, sending a chill down your spine. I won't let you get any closer. Holding a spear, Rosetta confronts the group of hostile bionic machines. They continue their reckless assault heedlessly. Let me just say, I wasn't really sure how I felt about Rosetta, like, in the EX00, whatever the frozen one is called, when she first appeared. But now, I'm just liking her more and more ever since chapter 12, and it's, oh, she's so great. She's wonderful. I like her a lot. Oh wait, does that mean we get to play as her more? Okay, I'm excited, okay. Where was I? Okay, yes, move on. Great, you're awake. What's the situation now? Are you okay? It's up in the air. Actually, I think it's bordering a bit on the bad side. I wasn't expecting to run into these bionics this quickly. Anyway, it's about over. I'm going to charge ahead. Rosetta throws her spear, penetrating the enemies like a shooting star. While the enemies are distracted, she jumps into the air and unleashes her shield. Ready, aim, fire! A burst of energy erupts from her shield and rains down on the enemy bionics. Retreat! Wow, they look so cute, sort of. The bionics at the rear make a split decision to abandon their fallen comrades and retreat out of the battlefield. Just my lucky day. Once Rosetta confirms the enemy's retreat, she lowers the output of her light wings and descends from the sky, retrieving her spear impaled in the ground. All right, Ririna, let's continue our mission. Our mission? What is this place? Are you messing with me, or do you not care to remember these sorts of things? Oh, yeah, it's more like I don't remember, but not because I don't care, but maybe because I'm sick. Sorry. At any rate, I didn't expect the transport craft to be shot down by an anti-aircraft guns and crash into the snow. Just my lucky day. Yeah, that thing looks kind of cute. Sort of. What do you think? Do you think it looks kind of cute? It kind of does with the little bear face and the outfit, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Woo! My throat. Just as you're about to inquire about the next course of action, a group of bionics suddenly charge out from where they evacuated. Looks like they were retreating to rally reinforcements. Looks like now's not the time to talk. Ririna, no, Commandant, join me in battle. I'll do my best. I'll try. I swear I'll try. Yeah, we get to play as her! Roar! Bionics, something is wrong with this tide. Commandant, familiarize yourself with my frame and defeat the enemies. I'll try my best. Oh, it feels so good. That's not what I should do. Tap and hold the basic button. Oh. Okay. This is cool. Oh, that was a close one. And done. It's over for now. Come down, let's leave this place. Yes, I would be happy for that. Let's go. Oh man, she's so cool. Why is she awesome? Honestly, I really like the hybrid. I mean, I know they're unstable, technically, but you gotta admit it's cool, right? Commandant, other transport crafts were intercepted by air defense. According to their crash trajectory, they should have landed near us. After defeating the enemy, Rosetta proposed to join the others from Babylonia. Rosetta walks, or rather floats, beside you as she speaks. Noticing your gaze, Rosetta turns her head and looks over with a puzzled expression. What happened to your Centaur model? Your light wings look nice. Thanks. Rosetta seems to be blushing for some reason. Well, it might take a while before we can locate the crashed aircrafts. I'll tell you what happened here in the meantime. As you know, the virus can't spread as well in the environment of the Arctic. People need only repel the occasional corrupted and the tide to survive. The tide? That's what the fishermen call them. They rise like the tide, posing danger intermittently. We don't know why, but bionics appear around various areas throughout the ARU at this time to wreak havoc. Sometimes they pose a serious threat, other times less so. Regardless, they never appear in the same spot twice once they've been quelled. I guess that makes it easier to defend. So when they requested reinforcements from Babylonia, I thought it was just business as usual. But after reading the reports, I realized that this was different. The scale of this tide is unprecedented, as if they were trying to drown the ARU. The bionics attacked at a rate far beyond our imagination. Someone be controlling them from behind? Where are the bionics coming from? From behind? No, that's impossible. The bionics have been at these brainless operations for quite some time now. Atio, looks like someone's over there. Oh, it's the boss! We finally found the boss! While you were lost in thought, a man and a woman appear nearby, followed by a 6-seater snowmobile. From your ID code, you must be Commandant Shimon and Construct Atiel, correct? Yep, we came from our base on Earth to support the ARU. My name is Atiel. Our original team is still recovering from their injuries, so it's just us. We sure are happy to see you, boss. Boss? Oh, you haven't heard? Ririna was the top graduate of their year in Commandant School. That's why Shimon and... Or Simon? I guess I'll just call him Simon. Simon and his peers called Ririna boss. Let me introduce myself, would you? The name's Simon, Commandant Simon. I was sent here to lead troops just like you, boss. I'm sorry, I'm a little motion sick. I feel for you, dude. I always get motion sick too. Our pain that we suffer together. During his self-introduction, Simon held his head down as if in discomfort. Well, Atiel was like an overexcited bunny regarding you curiously. That was some time ago. At your service. No need to be so humble, boss. You and your team sure made up your mark on the field. I see. So when Nicola mentioned the ground troops that arrived first, he was referring to you. Got that right. We've been here for almost a week. A week? I see. Oh, right. We were just looking for the other members that crash landed. Oh, then you have nothing to worry about, Rosetta. Didn't you catch what I just said? Huh? You found them already? Are they all right? Real sharp, boss. We found the others already. Simon and I came here to rescue survivors after we saw the transport craft being shot down. You're the last search and rescue target. Atiel, let's hurry on back now that we found them. It's not safe with just the 4 of us here. You're right, boss. Rosetta, come with me. I'll take you to the ARU's commanding captain. Sure, feels like Atiel is the commandant out of the 2. Don't say that. Maybe Simon's skills are during battle, but not really off. The base is just an hour of snowmobile away. Right away. It's surrounded by a wall fortified with cannons with warships docked offshore. Quite the reinforcements, Babylonia. They're all wounded. After dismounting the snowmobile and entering the base, you see a disgruntled man accompanied by guards blocking the way. Looks like all of the rescue soldiers were settled here. They just need some minor treatment before returning to battle. We're built different. As if unable to detect the man's dissatisfaction, Atiel explains in her usual bubbliness. Anyways, enough about that. I brought the last commandant over. Our forces are all here now. The boss you've been talking about, eh? Must be the one behind... Oh! You're... Rosetta, why are you here? The man panics at the sight of Rosetta. Takes a few uncontrollable steps back, but realizing that he's in public, he forces his legs to a halt. It's been a while, Captain. Rosetta's expression is unreadable. She merely follows with a light sigh. Commandant, this is Captain Stason of the Arctic Route Union. He was the one who requested reinforcements. Hello, Captain, between you and Rosetta. Hello, you must be Ririna. Well, now that we've got the self-introductions over, Captain, could you give a site rep to our boss? All right, I don't know how much Rosetta has told you, but I'll give you the rundown from the beginning. The ARU is on the verge of collapse. We've treated this tide too lightly. On the verge of collapse? How could this go belly up so quickly? Isn't it obvious? All because the forest guards can't hold the line. The Bionics blitzed the shore, then captured our warehouse and energy pipeline. It'll be our death sentence if we continue to go on without supplies. The worst part is not knowing where the Bionics came from, correct? Where did the Bionics come from? I don't know. Who knows why the Bionics are suddenly appearing in droves? You over there, bring me the map. Stason orders another guard to activate the projection terminal. The entire Arctic Route Union and its surrounding terrain manifests as a holographic map. See the circles on the map? Those are the regions taken by the Bionics. We need Babylonia's help in recovering them. Enemies are sure to be in greater numbers there. Likely at least 60 Bionic units per region. I'm not trained for combat, so I'm not much used to you out in the field. Speaking of, where are Diana and the others? The forest guards are out conducting guerrilla warfare. We decided on this tactical direction during our last meeting. Finally recovering from his motion sickness, Simon indicates Several of the forest guards patrol routes on the map. I'm sure Captain Stason has brought you up to speed now, boss. Why don't we split up? A squad each? We're not going together? Yeah, the occupied areas are interconnected. Even if we take part of the pipelines, it would be pointless without all of them recovered. I see. An astute command. You speak just like a commandant. Well, I am a commandant, Rosetta. That's true. The suddenly dependable Simon rouses Rosetta's suspicions. After all, he was doubled over with motion sickness when they first met. Motion sickness isn't anything to base someone's capabilities on, okay, Rosetta?
Simon might not look all that reliable, but his tactical decisions are on point. Well, it's decided then. We'll take the right, you guys take the left. Let's recover the territory ASAP and restore peace to the ARU. Seems doable, but before that, I need to make preparations for you, Commandant.
What preparations?
You need protection.
Must be awkward for the captain to... Oh, I forgot to switch. Ugh. I'll have to do that next time. Clink, 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 clink. The massive weight of the mech leaves deep impressions in the snow. Each step is like a toddler learning to walk. Clink, clink.
Commandant, how does it feel inside?
This mechanical unit must be what Rosetta meant by protection. Just as Captain Stason finished making arrangements, a polar suit appeared right before your eyes. Rosetta strapped you into the armor without further hesitation. Is this really necessary? This feels weird.
Because I promised the Grey Ravens that I'd keep you safe. I wouldn't exactly call myself lucky. I was probably the reason why the transport craft crashed. So it's better to be safe than sorry.
You keep saying you're unlucky. Maybe you're just being superstitious.
No, I don't think it's just superstition, but a type of intuition. Anyway, it never hurts to overprepare.
I mean, that's true.
We should have brought more troops with us. We're assigned to a relatively small area, but...
Damn it, you bionicle barnacles! A series of distraught voices interrupt your conversation. You and Rosetta look over to see several armed fishermen fighting with bionics. It's our land. We will get him back with our bare hands. Get him out of here, you hairy doodles! Woo! You someone will react like this. These fishermen sure are something. Rosetta brandishes her equipment and rushes to their aid, but halts right as she activates her wings. What's the matter? Let's go save them, Rosetta. Roger, Rosetta. Moving out! I'll take over, you go back. It's the forest guard.
Commandant, the energy devices are all turned on. Let's turn them off first so they don't explode.
You guys will die in my hands. Perish! For I will not allow you to touch that. Okay. What's the next one? Over there. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh boy, they're appearing. What? 4? 4 versus 1 ain't fair. Okay, we got this. Final device is this way.
Why is there combat here? I even told the fishers to not act rashly. Rosetta?
Diana, great timing. Let's drive away the bionics together. Die! Come on, I can do this! You die from my attacks! Gotta dodge that. Okay, we all good. Healed. Almost. And now we gotta go over there. This is the last one now. No more explosions to worry about. Finally prepared to face my full power bionics. Okay, I think this should be over soon. And done. Where are you running? Have we taken this area back? But why did the bionics escape with the energy tanks? Good question. I have no idea. I wish I knew. Guess we'll find out soon enough why that was the case. Are you guys all right? We don't need no sympathy from ya sinners. It's not like the bionics. Shh, not bringing up the adult. After the battle, Rosetta approaches the rescued ARU members offering help. But her extended hand is met with the same hostility as before. We rescued you. Why are you so hostile to the forest guards? The Capt had you over, eh? Yeah, thanks and all, but this is our ARU's matter, not yours. And with that, they struggle to their feet, hobbling towards the facilities with their weapons as a crutch. How they got better? What's wrong with them again?
They should be able to get this place up and running like before in no time. Anyway, I never thought the reinforcements from Babylonia would be Ririna and you, Rosetta.
Confirming the safety of the surroundings, Diana approaches you. She seems relieved at seeing you once again.
I'm only temporarily staying at Babylonia. So if the ARU requires help, I'd naturally be the most appropriate candidate. What about you, Ririna?
At the behest of our dear Rosetta. Thanks for your help in Kowloon.
Oh, you found out? And here I was hoping to be a hero behind the scenes.
Don't try something that dangerous again, Diana. Especially with my kind of luck.
Here you go again with the luck stuff, Rosetta. Anyway, Ririna, did Rosetta make you wear this?
A big plump robot I am! Yes, I am. Yes.
It's bulky, but it has the defensive capability to match. And if you activate its built-in acceleration system, you might just be able to keep up with us for a few seconds.
Oh, that was Rosetta.
These polar soldier units just feel so nice and smooth. I've seen all sorts of piloted models, but somehow this one gives me warm and fuzzy feelings inside.
From gentle head scratches of your polar soldier unit, Diana's hand gradually quickens into a rambunctious rubbing. The paint above your head is definitely thinning.
Diana, now's not the time for that. Do you have info on the current situation? Of course. We saw the Babylonian reinforcements leaving the stronghold and rushed over. Now we can recover the lost territory.
You should be able to handle the bionics. What were you guys doing before?
Sure, but we're short-handed. If we want to hold the region, we'll have to station too many of our forces. And if we don't do so, no matter how many areas we recover, they'll likely be recaptured again. That's why we were engaging in guerrilla warfare up until this point.
Boss, Rosetta, you hear me?
Oh, the forest guards too. It sure is nice seeing everyone all safe and sound.
We just received word that Simon's mission is complete.
Atiel, you sure are as energetic as ever, so what's the news?
Boss, I want to confirm the status on the region's recovery. We managed to retake the resource pipeline. What about the hub facilities on your end? Done and done. Are you guys okay? I knew you'd kill it, boss. Now things can finally get moving. In short, I intend to continue dispersing forces to deal with areas where the enemy's defenses are weakest. Boss, can you rendezvous with us at this position?
That place.
Yeah, a residential region. It occupies a large area, so there are several times the bionics defending it.
So we've got our work cut out for us, huh?
Well, gotta do what we gotta do, I suppose. Nothing much we can do there, right?
Oh, you can run, but you can't hide. We won't lose to you, Babylonian devils! Everyone, attack! Buddy up! Simming by complete! Supersonic Derek Wahoo! Ow! I'll be back!
Atiel, I don't think you should be teaching the ARU kids that we're devils. That can't be right, can it?
We're just messing around. It's fine.
Far away from battle, you see Simon and Atiel frolicking with children. A few armed fishermen are off to the side. Looks like they are the ones living in the residential regions that Simon mentioned.
Oh, Rosetta! Rosetta, you're back?
Before you introduce yourselves, a child in a thick downy jacket, wearing a shiny gadget around his neck, notices you and the others. Evan, what was that?
Oh, that was Derek's whale song. I recorded it some time ago. Did you like it? Anyway, what brings you here? I came with everyone to live here not long ago. Then those monsters attacked, but since you're here, Rosetta, that means we can go home. I'll have you home in no time. Anyway, who's the egghead?
Egghead. That's our new nickname, everyone. Egghead. We've met before. This is the Commandant of Grey Raven, remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Rosetta's reminder seems to have jogged Evan's memory. He immediately tries to shield Rosetta behind him like a mother hen protecting her chicks.
I won't let you go, Rosetta.
I didn't mean that.
We'll see.
All right, calm down. We have to get down to business. Come on, go on and play with the other kids.
Hey, wait up.
Before Evan could protest further, a fisherman suddenly lifted Evan and threw him right onto the children's snow pile with expert precision. Sorry for troubling you all. Looking the fisherman up and down, you recognize him from before. His expression was much softer now, looking squarely at Rosetta and the other forest guards. I'm glad they're at least. Oh, people from before.
Rosetta, this is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Even if there are only a few people, everyone is pointed in the right direction. But regardless of how good it gets, the forest guards are still branded as sinners.
Don't salt the wound, Simon.
I'm just stating a fact. Keep your hands to yourself. Atiel and Simon walk over, but Atiel is somehow limping as if something's wrong. Where are you hurt? Are we gonna begin the attack?
A connection on my foot is probably just on the fritz, but it doesn't matter. I can continue to fight.
In short, the remaining forest guards and us Babylonians will set out in 10 minutes and lure the Bionics into battle.
Gotcha. That should prevent the base from sustaining any collateral damage.
That's what I was thinking. The fishermen also wish to join the fray, so we plan on having them protect the rear. Atiel, you and I will protect the rear along with the fishermen.
Wait, why won't you let me join the front line, Simon? I'm just a little banged up is all.
It's not because of that. You just need it in the rear. I'm taking your injuries into consideration, so after the battle you can return to the base to get fixed up. After you can rejoin the front line.
We'll be responsible for luring the enemy. Simon and the others will support from the rear, correct? Ririna will be in charge of the forest guard.
Are you certain about this? Leave it to me.
Glad I can trust you.
So we launch a joint attack like last time, Diana?
Yep, we're running together again.
No, I can't run anymore.
No worries, I got backup.
Backup? What is this backup you speak of? Oh! Come back, Atiel. Lead the front to the forest guards.
But...
Commandant, let's charge. Wreck the enemies? Oh, use dodge to slide under. Use jump to go over the obstacles. Oh, okay. Use attack to destroy the Bionic. Oh boy, I'm really bad at this kind of thing. Go under. Go under. Jump. Jump. Attack. Jump. Go under. Up. Oh no. Attack. Under. Attack. Jump. Jump. Attack. Jump. Slide. Slide. Attack. Slide. Jump. Slide. Attack. Attack. Jump. Slide. And attack. Oh, I got hurt there. Dodge or jump over the Bionics attacks. Okay. Oh! No, this was slide. 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 Jump. Slide. Slide. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, shoot. I timed it wrong. Jump. I think sliding is easier. Timing wise. Or it's a little bit more forgiving. Jump. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it could do. I thought it was a long distance. I mean, short distance. Okay, we're close.
All the enemies are eliminated. This is my first time seeing humanoid hybrids up close. Such power.
We are not going to stop.
Bionics are talking?
Amberia will break away.
Amberia?
I don't think I heard that before yet. Is this the first mention? Or maybe they did mention it before. I just don't remember at the top of my head. Could be it, actually.
It was a perilous battle, but it ended in victory for the Arctic Route Union. Civilians rushed in to see if the residential regions were intact. Simon also left with the crowd, saying that he needed to look into something with ATL, leaving only you and the forest guards all lost in contemplation. Who's Amberia? She's the sin born by the forest guard. I originally planned on keeping you out of this, but seeing as the Bionics mentioned her name, I think you should know who we're up against. Before the punishing virus, the ARU was also a prosperous metropolis. Even at the start of the outbreak, it remained untouched just as life was before. There were no cases in the city. Some people even had no idea what the virus was. Amidst our naivety, the ARU conducted one foolish experiment after another. The ARU applied the construct tech given by the world government to military science. They believed that the punishing virus would soon come to an end, and then the balance of the world would be shuffled anew. To get an edge in the new world, some of the decision makers and engineers decided to create a humanoid hybrid construct by the name of Amberia. Not only a dreadnought on his own, Amberia can also command the bionic series that came with her conception. The bionics serve Amberia? Yeah, the bionics were developed as Amberia subunits. The ARU wanted Amberia and the bionics to be their perfect weapons, but they never knew humanoid hybrids could turn out to be such monsters. The bionics wielded immense power, but the ARU never thought that Amberia would go berserk upon her activation. The ARU became hell on earth in an instant. Amberia and her bionics ravaged the land, killing countless people in a sea of fire and brimstone. To contain Amberia, the ARU dispatched an innumerable amount of ships and narwhals, like Derek. The sacrifices were countless.
Did they win? Did Amberia die?
Yes, Amberia was vaporized in a barrage of explosives and we lost her signal. The battle was finally over. But the ARU also lost it all. Even before the ravages of the virus, this land was already in ruins because of Amberia. Afterwards, all engineers involved in creating her were either executed or imprisoned for life. As for their family and closest friends, they were branded as sinners.
But that's not their fault!
The forest guards, are you the descendants of those engineers? Some yes, others no. Regardless, we are all seen as sinners. But as I said, Amberia should have been killed long ago, but the bionics just mentioned her name.
Amberia must be alive.
That's what I was thinking, Commandant. But that would mean we've been fighting the bionics under her control and mistook them for the tide this whole time. I can't say for sure about the past tides, but this one, I think we should confirm this with the captain.
The past. I think this will be the last one for this video.
What's the meaning of this? Why did they mention Amberia's name?
Oh, you think I'm playing her like a puppet?
Are you not? I can only influence her dreams. I can't control her directly. Then what's the deal with the bionics?
I only said I'd give you a chance, not work with you as an equal. If you want me to uphold my end of the promise, you better go harder at it, dear.
It seems like you really want out, Amberia, don't you? Who could be talking?
You people, what are you trying to get out of me? After confirming that the area around the stronghold was safe, we found the captain, Stason, according to Rosetta's proposal, and asked him about Amberia. We had expected some clues or answers, but the result was unexpected. Upon hearing Amberia's name, Stason immediately dismissed the guards with an apprehensive expression on his face. He must know something.
You can't possibly know about Amberia, can you?
Atiel could not help but lose her temper over Stason's inane muttering. He stomps forth and grabs his collar.
Hey!
Stop, Atiel. He's on our side. Atiel lets go, but gives Stacen a piercing glare. So what is it? Is Amberia still alive? We would need to know everything that's going on. Do you want to relive that tragedy? There won't be no tragedy. We easily snuffed out the last time, and we'll do it again this time.
So she really is alive then?
Stacen's broken mumblings confirm the suspicions within your heart.
Tell me, Captain, why did you try to cover it up? Where is she now? How can you tolerate this?
Diana let out her anger in a rare side of rage, proving the significance of her name to the forest guard. I wasn't trying to cover it up. No, I never did. What? It was the previous captain and the ones before. They did that. Every new captain is ordered to keep it a secret. If I had known this from the beginning, I would have never tried to be one. Like a crumbling tower, Stacen grabs and pulls at his hair, shrieking angrily at you and the others. Can you tell us the truth instead of crying like a little baby? I keep it a secret then. Calm down. I'm okay. Why did it turn out like this? Oh, forget it. I don't care anymore. You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. But you better not tell anyone else. The room falls into silence. Stacen begins spitting out everything he knows. I don't know exactly how, but the ARU used a code to suppress Amberia. A code? So some kind of preset authentication? Something like that. Anyway, the leaders in control of the code put Amberia into a deep sleep, and then sealed her and the bionics away somewhere in this tundra. First things first though, I don't know where either.
How can you not know? You're not messing with us, are you?
I really don't! All I heard from the previous captain was that Amberia's nightmares are what's controlling the tide. The nightmares are disturbing her mind, causing the linked bionics to attack people on the surface? That's what should be the case this time around as well. The bionics also mentioned Amberia, yeah? When her nightmare ends, she'll return to her deep slumber. That will put the bionics to rest. That doesn't seem likely. Why? Before that, I need to confirm something, boss. Did you see bionics carrying away energy tanks before our rendezvous? You mean the energy tanks in the base? What do you think they're planning? They must be trying to activate some sort of special machine. Wait, you don't mean they're hauling the energy tanks to Amberia? Not much else they'd need so many energy tanks for, I'm afraid. Looks like Sleeping Beauty is about to wake up. No, that can't be. If she awakens, there's no way we can defeat her. She must be trying to get revenge on the ARU. The pace of Stacen's speech quickens, growing more erratic by the second. He tries to scamper for the shipyard, but it's blocked off by Rosetta. We'll have to fight to see if we win or lose. But for now, we still have a way out. The code. Do you really have no idea about it? You might find something in the research lab. I'm sure you forest guards are familiar with it. The lab used to make constructs. I don't know what's in there, but you should hurry. If you can find the code, we can put Amberia back to sleep again. Whether she'll be resurrected or not, as long as we have the code, we will always have the upper hand, right? Well then, let's go search for the code. We think alike. Gosh darn it, Amberia, why are you doing this to us? It was going all fine, you know? Forest guards were slowly starting to get accepted in society, and then you have to appear and be a pain. I mean, there's probably gonna be some kind of sob story that will make me feel sad for Amberia, but right now it's like, no, please, spare. Oh, at least that's how I feel. Anyways, I think this is pretty much it for today, my kids. What do you think of today's progress? We got Luna, and we finished the 2 interludes, and went through a 40%-ish through this EX02, which I'm pretty happy about. I assume the next one will be finishing EX02 and the hidden 1-2 as well in the same one, and then we'll be moving forward to, I think, EX03 or the interludes and then EX03, something like that. At least that's what I'm thinking. I think after that is chapter 13, right? I guess we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I am happy about the progress I made so far, so let's just, I can't read it anymore. I'm so sick that my brain's not really working. So let's etch this into our memory and keep it safe. And as always, formally inviting you to my next tea party, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. Who's that? This was Ririna, so until the next one then, bye! Thank you for joining me and for watching it all the way through if you did. And I'm so sorry that my voice is just not working with me today. At least I wasn't stammering and whatever it is, my brain's not working. Oh boy. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.